Hi Aries, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in July and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign. So you may want to check that out. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And this video is sponsored by the Lucky Mermaid on-demand videos on Vimeo. These are videos I record with a variety of divination tools, focusing on very specific topics, where I bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for each sign of the zodiac. The most recently recorded video series are down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. There you can see all the various videos I've recorded for years, since 2015. You can scroll through, see what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then whatever video series you're interested in, just click on that zodiac sign and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Remember, when you purchase my Vimeo videos, it supports this channel. And I appreciate you and your purchases so much. It does help me a lot, and it does help to keep this channel going. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you'll check those Vimeo videos out. All that being said, now on to your July 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Aries, is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a party, gathering, or celebration. It could be three sisters, three females, three friends. It could be help from friends. It could be a celebratory conclusion to something going on in your life. I do feel that some of you are going to a party. Now, let me say this. Look at what's behind me, right? If you live in the United States, 4th of July, it could be a 4th of July party. Or some other kind of, gathering. It doesn't have to be for 4th of July. If you live in France, you may celebrate Bastille Day on the 14th of July. So again, there could be a party or gathering for that holiday. But there could be other things going on in July, and you could be getting invited to some kind of party or gathering. There could be some situations that arise that could be tricky around the time of this gathering or at the gathering that could make you feel a little uncomfortable. It could be something to do with you personally, like your health or not feeling well, or but there could be somebody there that you may feel like a little wary or uncomfortable about. For some of you may not have any uncomfortability at all. It may be completely fine. My guides are telling me that you will see through people like looking through glass. So if you go to this party, you're going to, and maybe even if you don't go to a party, even if there's no gathering or party that you go to, July could just be a month for you Aries, sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign people, that you just are reading people like a book. You'll be able to see their motives, their intentions. It's going to be very clear to you in July. So use that to your advantage. Some of you could wander in on something. There could be a surprise party in the making. and you wander in on it and it's like, whoops, maybe it was a surprise party for you. Or there was some planning of something going on and they didn't know you were there. And it could have to do with you, or maybe it doesn't have to do with you at all. You never know. But you may be wandering in on something where there's some kind of planning going on. You may be talking to some people about how to heal something or how to fix something that's broken. This conversation could occur at a gathering, but you could be consulting people that have nothing to do with this gathering about healing, how to heal, or how to fix something in your life or your environment that is broken or needs fixing. There could be ongoing rivalry. There could be ongoing debates and rivalry mixed together. This could be happening if in your family, with siblings or other family members. It could also be, believe it or not, yes, even at the gathering, it could be going on. So you have to see how this plays out, Aries. So the next card you have in your reading, you know what? You got some cards that are, I feel like I've seen other signs get. Definitely the Three of Cups have come up for some of the other signs. The card following this has come up. I know you got quite a few that I've seen come up elsewhere. This one too, I think somebody else got. You have the Two of Rods, which is partnership in business, partnership in romance. Could also be that you are gearing up to or launching something that you have created or that you want to put out into the world. It could be a business, it could be a creative project of some sort, but something that you are putting out there into the world also can be symbolic of the Two of Rods. Some of you are really evaluating your money and seeing like how to allocate your money. Where is your money well spent or best spent? And you may feel like you have some money you want to invest, or money you already have that's not invested, that may be in banks or in a safe or in a safety deposit box or somewhere else. And you may feel like you're not really sure what you want to do with it. You may have some money that you're like, well, I have it invested in here, but do I want to keep it invested in that, or should I move it? I have my money in this bank, but I don't know if I feel secure about that, so should I move it? Like, these are things you may be considering in July. And I feel that many of you Aries are going to be really paying attention to what's going on out in the world, especially involving stocks, the financial markets, banking, etc. You may feel like you want to protect yourself from an onslaught of something you feel is coming. And this could be your money. It could be your money or things of value. You may be in one country and watching things fail in another country. They may be failing in your own country, but I feel like you're one place and you're looking at other countries in the world where this is failing. That's not going well, blah, 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 blah. I see Aries doing that. So you're going to be paying attention to the world, the markets, the stock market, the, anything to do with investments and currencies in your own country and in the world. You may also be going through, like, looking at your own assets and evaluating them. Like I said earlier, like what banks you're using, what stocks they're invested in, or property you have invested in. You're going to be really like concerned about your money and spending your money, and that you're spending your money on the right thing. And what did I say right off the beginning of the bat off of this card is how to allocate your money. how to diversify it, how to allocate it, where to store it, where to save it, what to do with it. And you know what is weird to me? This card never has anything to do with, to me, with money. Usually, I don't think so, but man, it's coming up here like a money card for you. So the next card, this card has shown up quite a few signs. You've got 10 of Cups, and this is happily ever after. It could mean good luck, happy family, good health, happy emotions, you know, like all things coming up roses here. Some of you are starting to see some kind of silver lining, and some of it has to do with where you are going to feel the happiest. And this can even be involving where you're living. So you may be scrutinizing, like, am I happier in this country or that country, this state or that state, this province or that province, this town or city or this town or city, whatever it is, like you're evaluating where you are going to feel secure and safe and happy and feel like you have stability. It's going to be on your mind. Some of you may be planning to move, but not all of you. Maybe you're going to move in the future and you're just mulling it over now. Or maybe some of you are really want to move quickly. And so you may be on top of this. Some of you could have the propensity to jump into a relationship very quickly. And if you didn't do it yet, like you could have already done it, but it could be coming up for those of you that haven't. But I'm going to tell you, if you already did do it, I feel like it's going to turn up like it's going to work out. Surprisingly, because sometimes jumping in relationships quickly doesn't work out. But in this case, for many of you Aries, I feel like it will. And if you haven't gotten in one yet, I feel like you will jump into one quickly for some of you. And it could be for some of you, somebody that you've seen occasionally, off and on throughout your life, or, you know, I don't know how long a period of time, but I feel like they come back in. So some of you, it could be somebody that you see, you don't see. Doesn't mean you were in a relationship with them like romance, but they could be out of your life, in your life, out of your life, and you're like, you see them, you don't see them, you see them, you don't see them. They could show up now, and that could turn into something for some of you. Some of you, I do feel like you're going to buy a new home now or soon, and I feel it's very important to envision what you want, to manifest what you want. Definitely start visualizing that in your head, because, you know, whether you believe it or not, what you think about, you bring about. What's in the ethers and in the spiritual plane and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality. That's what I say for the Magician card. Well, I'm getting very magician-y energy here. Even though this is 10 of Cups, I do get visualizing what you want and where you want to live is highly important for you, Aries. Some of you may go on a trip, go on a distance, go a distance to check out what's available over here. It may not be right in your neck of the woods. That also comes up here as well. So the next card in your reading, Aries, for July of 2023, you have the Six of Pentacles. And this is a card that symbolizes giving generously, charitably, and freely to others. It could also be receiving charity and generosity from others. It could also be the balance of give and take, or this could indicate financial success coming to you in the future. Some of you that have some money to spare could be giving money to, some of you could be giving it to a family member or family or friends that need it. Some of you could be giving money to, literally, to charity. I don't always get that for this card, but it is coming up here. So don't be surprised if you have a family member in need, or if you feel like, you know what, can't take it with me, I'm going to give it to my kids, give them some money now to help them out now. Some of you may start doing that, or to your grandkids, or to, you know, siblings or somebody else in your family, or friends even. You know, don't be surprised. Some of you could have somebody that wants to help sponsor you in some way. They may want to sponsor your work, your business, or help sponsor you with something that you would need money. Maybe somebody's going to give you money and you want to move. Maybe a family member or a friend is going to say, hey, I know you got moving coming up and that's expensive. Here you go. Here's some money. Some of you could experience that. But sponsoring you could be sponsoring you in some other way. Like maybe you need some kind of help with bills or medical bills, or you have a business and somebody's like, you know what, I want to sponsor you. Sponsoring is usually, to me, like if you have a business, but you know what, it could be in other ways. I don't want to just pigeonhole it in that regard. And I do feel some of you may really feel like if you have to give gifts, you may, like if it's, you know, people's birthday, graduation, whatever it is, you know, this is going to be in the season of people graduating, people, weddings, graduations, could be birthdays, could be other events coming up. I feel like you're going to up your game with what you give. So if you normally gave somebody $100 for a wedding gift or a graduation gift, I feel like you're going to give them $200, or, you know, like you're going to jump up the money you're giving to people exponentially in July and maybe even beyond. I also feel if your job has some kind of cap or ceiling of how far you can go with raises, because, you know, bosses can only give raises to some extent. They can't give it to you indefinitely because they can't afford it. That's usually when they let people go, because they'll hire somebody cheaper, right? But I feel if you hit some kind of cap of your salary, your employers may start to give you more money, like in benefits, like they'll give you better health benefits, or they'll give you more vacation time, or they'll give you extra days off to offset the fact if you hit a cap or a ceiling of something in your pay. So the last card in your reading, this card has come up a couple of times already too. You have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. Air, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Now, Aries, this could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a air sign. This is somebody I feel like you're going to be embroiled in like intense conversations with, and you may even be in some kind of think tank. My guides say that to me once in a while, and they said it recently in some other reading. I heard think tank, and I'm getting it here for you. I don't mean in the July readings, but I've recently heard my guides bring up the words think tank, and I'm getting it here for you. So this could be at work or at a gathering or party that you may go to, or it could be in some club, group, or organization that you get involved in. And I get you embroiled in like intense conversations with an air sign person. And if it could even be at work, if your bosses say, we're getting together and we're going to work in this think tank, and we're all going to put our ideas in a big pile, and they're all going to be discussed about what needs to change, what can work, how things could get improved. So if you work at a place like that where, you know, bosses want employees' inputs, and collectively you may be involved in something like that in a think tank. But you could be really embroiled in a heavy-duty, intense, informative conversation with an air sign person in the month of July. And remember, you may say later on, wow, yeah, I got into this big conversation with a Pisces. Well, that's a water sign. But you know what? Their rising sign or their moon sign could be an air sign. You could feel like an air sign is like giving you too much direction, coming at you with too much opinions and ideas. So for some of you, it's weird. I get a dichotomy here. This could be very positive if it's like a think tank situation and you're embroiled in positive conversations. But you could also feel like this air sign person is coming at you with like too many opinions, and you may find them challenging. So some of you may be happy about your conversations with the Knight of Swords, and some of you may feel like, no, like they're challenging. I feel like they may look at you like you're too one-sided, or you're too resistant to change, or you need to broaden your mind and your perspectives, which may sound funny because if it's an Aquarius, that's a fixed sign. And so it may sound weird that I'm not saying it's an Aquarius. I actually feel for some of you it's a Gemini more than an Aquarius, but it could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The Aquarians are fixed, but I feel like whoever this is, whatever sign they are, I feel like they're looking at you like you're too fixed and you're too rigid, or you're too stuck in your opinion. And you need to broaden your mind and broaden your perspective. And this is why, and they may be coming at you with their ideologies and their beliefs, and they may feel like you need to open your mind and be more receptive. And therefore, this is why you may feel they're challenging, and they may equally feel like you're challenging. It could even be a love partner to you for some of you, but I really feel if that's the case, that is not what is coming up to me on the surface here. That's not how it's being presented to me. I feel it's more like a coworker, a family member, or somebody you're in, like involved in a club or group or organization or church or something like that. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Aries to work with, use, and wear in the month of July 2023 is amethyst. And amethyst helps with addictions, and it enhances the immune system. It improves the endocrine system, and it also can help improve skin appearance. Amethyst is good for promoting digestive health, reducing headaches, and regulating hormones. It increases spiritual awareness and psychic abilities, positive and also positive transformation. Amethyst relieves stress and enhances memory. I think I need amethyst. And I'm Aries rising, so maybe I should be wearing amethyst in July. It's actually going to be a good stone for Aries in July for calming your nerves and your nerves and your nervous system. It's going to help calm it down. It's also going to help you sort things out of what is of importance and put things on the back burner that have low importance. So it's going to help you like organize your priorities. If you have headaches or any kind of like neck pain or pain that radiates down into the back of your shoulders, if you're wearing amethyst or carrying it, I feel like it will help alleviate headaches, neck pain, and radiating pain that goes into your shoulders. I do also feel that for you, Aries, if you are prone to clairvoyance, that's seeing visions in your mind. If you put this on your third eye chakra or sleep with it under your pillow or carry it or wear it throughout your day, expect your clairvoyance to be enhanced in July. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it's worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And check and make sure you're still subscribed, because for some odd reason, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes my subscribers. So make sure, if you want to keep getting alerted about my videos, check that you are subscribed. And if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, I post my most recently recorded video series down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these videos are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. All the links are there, and you can read all the different descriptions of all the various many video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just select whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else you're curious about sign. Click on that, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recently recorded video series I have out right now is my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. I did the center of the Celtic Cross Tarot spread, so there are 6 cards in total in that reading. Also, my mid-year Love and Romance Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for both singles and couples. The first half of the reading is for single people of the sign. The second half of the reading is for couple people of your sign. And then I pulled an oracle card for the Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle card. It's one card for both singles and couples. I highly recommend in the love readings, watch the singles and the couples, because there will be a crossover where some of the messages will apply to you, whether you're single or coupled. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for for July. Whoops. I'm recording this video in June. In July for 2023 for each sign in the zodiac, where I look at a wide variety of topics in the crystal, your health, your love life, money, business, work, what to watch out for, what are the blessings. So if you want to, it's kind of like an expansion or a continuation of the Psychic Tarot readings I'm doing right here, right now for July. If you want to see what else I get for you for this month, please check those Psychic Crystal readings out. Many people like those readings because there's a lot of info condensed in not a lengthy reading. Also, don't forget my my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card reading. You're still being affected by that eclipse. Those eclipses are affecting you for 6 months. That happened in April. So what do we have? The end of April, May, June, July, August, September. Those eclipse effects are going to last all the way till the end of September for you. So if you haven't checked it out yet, and watch your rising sign and your moon sign, watch your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. I highly recommend that in those videos. Also, my full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. You're still being affected by that eclipse all the way until the end of October of 2023. And sometimes eclipse effects can even last up to a year. Doesn't happen all the time, but for some people, it will still be affecting you. So if you want to see how those eclipses affected you, I highly recommend you check them out. Don't forget my career and finance Psychic Tarot, and I believe they were Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, I think. I forget, but my career and finance readings for 2023
for the next 12 to 18 months are available on Vimeo. And I recorded them in April. They're going to go all the way until the end of October of 2024. So if you want to see what I got for you about your career and finance, I highly recommend you check those videos out. Don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. If you didn't look at them yet, they were pretty lucky this year. I got to say, most of the signs, not all, but most of them, I felt was, wow, like these are lucky right off the bat. Sometimes because remember, it's what's lucky and new. Sometimes what's new, it doesn't seem lucky, or what doesn't seem lucky seems new later on. I did feel like that particular video series, they seem to be luckier than other years right off the bat. So you might want to check those out. Also, don't forget the New Year's readings, psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for the new year of 2023, and the psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. They're both available, and we're only halfway through. We only got halfway through this year. So if you didn't get those New Year's readings yet, they're still in play. And I just did the mid-year updates for the new year and the mid-year love updates. So we've already gotten to the midpoint, but there's still plenty of time left. You might want to check out my New Year's readings. There's other video series down below. I'm not going to go through all of them, but those are the highlights. I hope you'll check them out because many people find my psychic readings on YouTube are accurate for them. And then they go over to Vimeo and they're like, hey, these are accurate for me over here too. So if you want to get more accuracy and know more predictions and messages that could play out for you without having to pay for an expensive private reading, which would take an hour or more, you can find out some valuable information in a more short period of time. And many people find that these messages apply to them. So if you can watch both your rising sign and sun sign, I do recommend it in all the video series, but that's completely up to you. Go by whatever resonates with you on YouTube when you go to Vimeo. So that's a good rule to go by, good way to look at what sign you want to get. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube in a video format, I do written predictions and messages that are about 5 paragraphs long. They're usually on my Facebook pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and at the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I also put them at my Pamela Georgel YouTube channel community page because some people have gotten off of the social media pages. And so I started posting them there on YouTube. So you might want to check them out. Many people find those predictions there resonate with them. Maybe not the entire 5 paragraphs, but maybe messages here, a couple messages there will resonate with them. You may find the same. So I hope you'll check out what I put on the social media pages. And if you would like to help support this channel, you could make a donation, which I greatly appreciate. Those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. There is a donation link down below. It's connected to PayPal. So I hope you all have absolutely amazing energy and happiness that happens for you this month of July 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.